Nestle is the world's largest food and beverage manufacturer and a leader in nutrition, health and wellness. Nourishing Malaysians since 1912, Nestle has earned the trust of our consumers through quality brands and products. Nestled within the vicinity of Shah Alam, the Nestle manufacturing site is one of the largest in the Nestle world.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Today our group will be presenting for a topic of the governance of human resource management activity at Nestle. Okay, this is our group members consists of Izattie BURKHANUDDIN, Siti HAJAR, NURUL NAZIRAH, ALIA MAISARAH, Mohamed FIKRI, ABDUL HADI and myself Izattie Shafiee. Next is the content outline for our presentation.
Firstly, we'll start with the background of the Nestle Company. The history of Nestle started in 1867 when Henry Nestle began selling his newly developed cold milk food for infants who could not breastfeed in Vevey, Switzerland, and it had increased the demand of his milk. However, the demands of Nestle product exceeded his production capabilities, and at 61, Nestle wanted to retire. Nevertheless, Nestle accepted Menard's offer to cooperate together, and in 1875, the company became firing Lacti Henry Nestle with Monterey as chairman. We move on to the management. The former CEO of Nestle is Chairman Paul Booker and consists of 40 members for the board of directors. Nestle had about 308,000 employees committed to Nestle and presenting about 190 countries around the world. Moreover, the Nestle group is managed by geographical factor that consists of 3 zones. Firstly, zones EMENA, that is Europe, Middle East and North Africa, consists of 37 countries. Zone AMS, that is North America and Latin America, of 18 countries. Lastly, Zone AOA, which is Asia, Oceania and Sub-Saharan Africa, consists of 26 countries. For the Southeast Asia, the Nestle branches are in Myanmar, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand and Vietnam. While in Malaysia, the Nestle Malaysia operates 6 factories and employs more than 5,000 employees, furthermore producing over 500 halal certified products, where it had become a part of Malaysian household for generations, including Malaysia's favorites such as Milo, Maggi, Nescafe, KitKat and others.
Our topic for today is governance of human resource management. The term governance refers to the system of management on how it is operated or controlled. So in brief, governance of human resource management is how HR management operates. As we know, through the operation of HR management, some activities has been carried out such as recruitment, staffing, training, payroll and many more. Among of those activities, the key terms that is related to our discussion for today is first, staffing. Staffing refers to the managerial function to do recruitment process, screening and selection within the organization to fill the job opening. Next is the term benefit. Benefit is any additional advantage an employee receives from their employer, for example, health insurance coverage and vacation leave. And the last key term is compensation. Compensation is any monetary benefit which is given to employee to award their service, for example, bonus and overtime payment. So next presenter will explain which from these activities are the core best practice in Nestle Company.
Moving on to the best practice, the first best practice of Nestle is in terms of staffing, which is gender balance acceleration plans. Nestle have been prioritizing the gender diversity in the organization because they wanted to create a business culture that gives equal opportunities for everyone. Nestle have been making progress in increasing female employee and female successors for key positions, as well as closing gender equal pay gap. In 2019, Nestle further launched a global initiative program which is Gender Balance Acceleration Plan to increase the proportion of women in the top 200 senior executive positions to 30% by the year 2022. This plan focuses on 3 main areas which are bold leadership, empowering culture as well as enabling practice in order to prepare high potential women for the positions. Some of the actions taken are by employing and promoting more women for senior executive positions, training for unconscious bias, encouraging paid parental leave, and flexible work policies in all operating companies. This plan has been contributing to Sustainable Development Goal 5, which is to achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls, as well as recognized by the Bloomberg Gender Equality Index 4 scoring standards set that acknowledge a high level of transparency and achievement across the framework's 5 pillars, which are female leadership and talent pipeline, equal pay and gender pay parity, inclusive culture, sexual harassment policies, and pro-woman brand.
One of the best practices of Nestle is compensation and benefits. To optimally provide compensation and benefits for employees, Nestle maintains good labor relations to do so. The relationship between employee representatives and trade unions are specified in Nestle Employee Relations Policy. Since the year 2016, Nestle has signed the collective bargaining agreement with the National Union of Commercial Workers, NUCW. The latest one in 2019 is still in effect until the end of year 2021. The agreements provide detailed schedules of salaries and wages for non-management employees. Aside from labor relations, Nestle also has its own board of directors that manages the compensation of employees. Various initiatives were also introduced, such as retirement scheme for employees, insurance for the employees and their family members, and also recognition and awards for employees, such as Nestle Recognition Program and Innovation Awards 2016.
It is Nestle's ambition to improve livelihood in the community by implementing the Gender Balance Acceleration Plan, and one of the ways is by enhancing women empowerment in the workplace. And under this plan, rate of female employees is increasing by year in Nestle since 2008. And Nestle India reported that on 2020, 42% of female employees work with Nestle, compared from 2015 with 15 to 60%. And Nestle Nigeria in Flour Gate Factory have 100% female employees in production teams have success to increase the productivity. Okay, this is because it is woman nature behavior that highly committed and able to handle equipment carefully. And other than that, Nestle aims to increase women in the senior executive position, and globally, Nestle recorded that 43% female employees in the managerial position. On 2019, Nestle launched women in the group top 200 senior executive position, and the women in the senior executive position have increased from 20% to 25%, and this shows it is not impossible for Nestle to achieve the target of 30% female as a senior executive position by 2020. This is because Nestle believes that good mixture of men and women able to be more balanced, helping to develop greater empathy among individuals and teams that are able to lead to improved decision making. And this shows that Nestle provided opportunity to in society to improve their life and provided career development for women.
Now I will explain the result of the best practice and the compensation and benefit, which is the collective bargaining at Nestle. Based on the table above, almost 70% of employees that involved in the collective bargaining process at Nestle, apart from the other productive efforts such as open conversation, local initiative and training. These agreements are made to prevent conflict situation in Nestle. In April 2019, Nestle concluded the collective agreement with the National Union of Commercial Workers, NUCW, and the signing ceremony have took place on 26 June 2019. As per the collective agreement between Nestle Product and Sajahan and the NUCW, the wage ratio is 1:1:45, which the minimum hiring wage for employees covered by both the collective agreements have been adjusted to RM1,200 as stipulated by the minimum wage order 2020. Thus, this showing that Nestle taking welfare of the employee into their account, and in order for them to ensure a better organization and protect the employee welfare. Thus, their collective bargaining process is one of their best practice under compensation and benefits.
In a conclusion, the governance of human resource management will help the organization to increase their performance and reduce the risks that may face by the organization if they do not have a good governance of human resource. Nestle is one of the examples of the company that manage their human resource well in order to ensure their company able to stay in the market, and as a proven, now they have the many branches at different countries including Malaysia. So, this shows that the governance of human resource management is the effective way in order to ensure their company thrive from time to time. That's all from our group. Thank you.